Hello, everyone, and welcome to Littlefield live streaming. Tonight's show is Whiplash. Now, please welcome your host, Shalewa Sharpe.
Hi, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to Whiplash. I'm your host, Shalewa Sharpe. I'm very excited to be here with you this evening. I hope you guys had a lovely Memorial Day weekend. Mine was fine. Thank you for asking. I cooked burgers on some sort of grilling apparatus. It was not outside. It was enclosed, but windows were open, and neighbors were playing loud music, so it felt like I was outside, but not enough for me to truly feel free. Anywho, we're really happy that you joined us. We've got a great show for you this evening. My cat just woke up, so she will be paying attention for at least 14 minutes. So my first couple of comics are going to have to really bring it because she gets bored easily. I just want to go ahead and say right now that I seem to be living in a neighborhood where the fatigue is strong and the masks are not. So there are a lot of people outside chilling, playing loud music, a lot of bootleg Rough Riders, a lot of motorcycles zipping down the street. And so if it gets, also my neighbors like to play a game around this time every day that I think is called Drop the Ball Bearings. They just drop ball bearings on the floor and then just kind of let them roll about. So if you hear any of that, just know that that's life. What you're hearing is spring. It's like the sound of flowers blooming. Very ornery flowers who don't feel like they should need to wear a mask anymore, and also like ball bearings. Where do you get ball bearings? Like in bulk to like play with? I don't know, but there are weird children up there, and that's what they like to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started now that we've caught up with me. Yeah. I'm gonna bring you our first comedian to the Zoom stage. A funny dude. He has some show that's gonna be something about I think it's a game show of some sort. I don't know. I meant to jot it down when I saw the commercials on TV, but effort. Please welcome to the Zoom stage, Baron Vaughn, everyone. He seems to be strapped to some sort of carnival
apparatus.
Yeah, carnival apparatus.
I knew that apparatus. I know you well enough to know that the word that you were going to end with was apparatus. I'm like, she's going to say gizmo or apparatus.
Yeah, those were going to be the names of my children.
Think about what's it? Can you get what you call it? I asked him to get me a candy bar.
That is legit one of my favorite candy bars.
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, because I love vaudeville. I just like to do the Charleston while asking for a whatchamacallit.
Oh, okay. Flabbergastorific.
I know.
What did I want to talk to you about? Oh, I'm okay. This is great. I've been meaning to get home more, be home more. Mm-hmm. Unprecedented global crisis wasn't the reason, but I appreciate it. I think everybody's kind of at that point where they're really getting tired of each other. Well, okay, if you're, quarantined with someone, whether that be a roommate, a lover, a family, anything like that, we're on top of each other, no matter what kind of space you have. Mm-hmm. And the bigger the space, the more you're used to taking up space. So it's probably harder for you to have someone in there. You know what I mean? Being like, I always have 2,500 square feet around me at all times. Whom are you, interloper? Or however rich people talk. But I didn't think that my family would get tired of me, but they really have. And specifically, I mean, my toddler. I have a 2-year-old who's about to be 3. And his personality is starting to show up. And by that, I mean, I'm a person who likes to sing a lot, Shalewa.
Yeah.
You've been around me.
I have.
I live my life by the rules of musical theater. When there's too much emotion to now talk, you must go to the singing. There's too much emotion for this talking thing. Now it's time for this high C. You know what I mean? So I sing a lot. I put a song on funk music. I like to listen to funk because it's impossible to feel sad. It's impossible to feel sad.
That's true. That's true.
When you're listening to music that sounds like a robot duck giving birth.
We all know ducks are the funkiest fowl.
Yeah. Ducks are the, by the way, that's our album, Shalewa. This fall from Stax Records. Ducks are the funkiest fowl. I touch my beak, baby. I touch my beak. Come down to my pond. Quack, quack, baby. All right. That's where the horn section comes in. I'm really good at scatting. And that's the only thing that you can brag about that literally no one will ever care about. It's like, good at scatting, bad at scatting, sounds the same. Sounds the exact same. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, singing. See how I just lived inside the joke I was trying to tell you? No, I was singing a song and my son is like, no song. That's what he comes up to me. This is my child. And he's like, no song. No. So with his hands in an X like that, I turn it off. So I'm like, all right, fine. You're in charge. And then of course, because the funk got into me, I started to sing to myself. And he came up to me and said, song's over.
Wow.
And then because we have a Amazon Echo and we ask it to do things.
Sure.
You know, we'll say like, Alexa, off. And so he goes, Dad, off. He thinks I'm a smart dad.
Oh man, wait till
Ridiculous.
he realizes.
Wait till he realizes how much more.
What happened to you? Where'd you go? I can't tell if his internet stopped or if he stopped. That's how good Baron Vaughn is. Oh, I'm going to say that he stopped. Baron froze, everybody. I think his son did that to him because of the funky duck, which is fair. I feel like I've yelled at my parents before on duck-related issues. Either they were too funky or not funky enough. Or maybe I wanted more of a new wave duck. I could see where that probably would have been more my issue. More of a Duran Duran duck. And I can't see where my parents would have okayed that. They were not happy with my turn into Duran Duran. They should have seen it coming. I started with Rick Springfield. You know what? I feel like I feel like I'm sharing too much about myself, perhaps. What's Baron gonna do? Oh, he's gonna try to end his video and come back. Oh, that's what. Oh, let's see. This may be what's happening. This may be Baron. Ooh, stall. Yeah. You know what? I just may bring on our next comic. Baron's gonna come back. I'm sure of it. He's gonna come barreling in, singing a song. It's gonna disturb everything. And then he's going to scat his way out of a room, which no matter what type of scatting you're talking about, out of a room is the best way to do it. You don't just want to stand there and scat. You want to be on the move, I think. I feel like you want to be on the move. Like the Pied Piper of scat. You know what? I've gone into a place that I'll never get out of. So I'm just going to bring out our next comic. And I'm excited to see him too. Because I rarely, I don't ride the train anymore, and he is one of my favorite people to ride the train with. I don't know what it is about our schedules, but we were always on the train together. But now, anywho, welcome Jim Tews. Jim Tews.
Hi.
Hey, Jim.
Am I showing up?
You are. You're showing up.
Is this thing on?
Oh no.
Remember that old bit?
Who'd have thunk we'd need it now?
Now it's back. Now it's back and it really means something.
It really, it's very, yeah, it's bloated with feeling right now.
Yeah, it is. This is, yeah, we normally see each other on the train at least like once a week.
Yeah.
And there's no way, like, I don't have any consistent job where I leave. Like, I work from home or I go do spots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So there was never, sometimes it was 5 p.m, sometimes it was 2 a.m.
Yep. Yeah, there's some sort of imaginary, it was just train magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not, I mean, I guess I'm fortunate I don't have to go into the city, but I have not ridden the train in like 2 months.
Yeah, same here. Like 2.5 months. And I hear it's wild out there.
It's wild. Are they clean now? Because they shut down at night?
Yes. In fact, I saw on a friend's Instagram stories. I don't know if you've heard of those. But there are these little photographs.
With them.
Yeah, and so she showed a picture that someone had sent her of the benches, those dark brown benches in the subway stations.
Yeah.
And they've been cleaned, they've been power washed. And it turns out they are originally like pine, like a light. Yes.
All of the subway is white and a light oak wood grain.
Yeah.
And we had no idea.
No idea.
The whole time.
Yeah.
The interiors were an off-white.
Yeah. The whole time. The whole thing's been beige.
That'd be too good to be true.
I kind of hope that they actually did refinish them, and that wasn't just life, but I don't know. I feel like it was probably life.
If I know New Yorkers, we'll have them filthy as shit in no time.
Yeah.
We'll dirty them
as
up
soon
again.
as I never really liked those benches. I never sat on them because I felt like I needed to see where rats were on the platform at all times. And sitting was a form of weakness. So I would just stand.
Oh, you're basically providing stairs for the rats' ascent.
Yeah.
Up to a better part of the subway. Or
exactly.
To you who's holding food somewhere.
Right, exactly. So I would just stand, balls of my feet.
Yeah, just keep them.
You don't want to have your knees locked,
Yeah, you gotta stay nimble.
Yeah.
Now I hope I'm not losing that. Now I feel like any sort of like city awareness I've had has just turned to like a weird post-apocalyptic head on a swivel feel.
Oh sure, yeah.
It's not like street smart anymore. It's like it's like a Cormac McCarthy novel kind of awareness, where I go outside and I'm just like, I'm trying to examine people's gaits as they come towards me to figure out if they're tired or just strung out.
Right.
What's your mask situation?
Sure.
I have a dog, but it is a small dog, and it is only interested in human affection.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping that we got this dog like last summer, and it's a little Pekingese puppy, right? Mm-hmm. And we rescued it. We didn't plan on any specific breed or whatever, but then I'm like, oh, I've never known anybody with a Pekingese. I'm curious as to the backstory for this breed, and they're small. They're only like 12 to 15 pounds, maybe.
Okay.
And I looked it up, and supposedly they have like a real attitude, like small dog Napoleon attitude, and they have like little like pit bull heads, but they were dogs that were used by Chinese royalty for protection, and they would hide them in their sleeves, those big sleeves,
Yeah,
like this, and then they go like that, and the dogs just shoot out.
What?
And I'm like, well, first of all, you could probably only keep 2 in there, I'm thinking.
2 for each sleeve?
Well, no, one per sleeve.
1 per sleeve, okay.
But then you definitely if you want to do any real damage, you got to have at least like 6 of them, like sitting
True.
in the wings.
In the wings.
And I was kind of hoping, like, I don't want my dog to be mean, but I would like her to be a little more protective, but she's just not, which is fine, She has like a bark where she tries to lower her voice to sound larger, but it doesn't fool anybody. Oh, I also, in what I was reading about Pekingese dogs, I read that this is like their myth, whatever, their origin story. It was a lion that fell in love with a butterfly.
Already, I don't like this.
Yeah. So the lion had fallen in love with the butterfly, but he knew this is too powerful to have any sort of relationship with the butterfly. So he went to the Buddha and said, just please, my one prayer, I would just like to be small enough to have some sort of reasonable relationship with this butterfly. And then the Buddha made the lion small, and that's what a Pekingese is.
Huh.
It's a tiny lion.
It's a tiny codependent lion.
Who loves butterflies so much.
But do butterflies love lions or even Pekingese?
I don't know. It was never stated. This is it's Wikipedia,
right?
It was never stated like where the butterfly stood. And it would have been helpful because I'm thinking about all the dumb things I've done for love, all the things I've wanted to change, not wanted to change about myself, but changed about myself, thinking it would help the relationship. Imagine you're a lion and you shrink yourself down to a 5% of your size, and then the butterfly's like,
I thought this was casual.
Yeah, I thought we were cool. Like if I land on you and whatever.
So
it's like, so now I'm a dog. Now I'm just a tiny dog.
Wow, cool. What a deal. What a horrible. Yeah, the lion, if I'm thinking about the lion, that's a bum deal.
Yeah, it's not a fair trade.
It's not. You really have to. But also, I'm still thinking about Pekingese in your sleeves.
Oh, I think about like if I could just command an army of them.
Right.
How cool it would be. Imagine me just walking everywhere with like a pack of Pekingese dogs. You're like, here comes Jim. There's just these little 12-pound dogs with spiked metal collars.
Right. Yep.
And if you look at me wrong, they all just kind of posture. I feel safe, but not safe at all.
No, I would like your assignment is to draw or animate that, please.
Okay, I will. I've drawn my dog, but I could draw more like it. I'm working on it.
Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like that needs to be seen and felt. And I think butterflies would probably appreciate them more if they saw that they were like tough, like protective. That's what you're looking for in a mate.
Yeah.
Someone who will protect you.
I'm all right. That's going to be my Pixar movie. The lion who wishes himself down to butterfly size and then immediately regrets it because the butterfly turns out wasn't interested.
Oh man. Yeah, that's going to be great.
Figure out how I'm going to factor in a dead parent. And
that's key.
We'll be Pixar ready.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Jim.
Thanks for having me. It was good to talk to you.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you too.
Bye-bye.
It really is. Take care. That was Jim Tews, everyone. Oh man. Oh no, I don't know if you can hear it, but one of New York's finest is outside, and by New York's finest I mean an ice cream truck. I don't think this one starts with hello, but they're still out here heavy. They're still out here heavy. It only just got warm enough for ice cream. I don't know who's buying it, but they've been rolling since March. I don't know. I'm going to bring your next comic to the Zoom stage. I'm very excited to speak to this next young woman. She was a writer and starred on Black Monday on Showtime. Please welcome to the Zoom stage, Janelle James, everyone. Is she there? There she comes. Hey, hey!
I had to get off my cabana.
Yeah, I see. Thank you for joining us.
I had to tell them no more drinks. God, it's just.
I know.
When you vacation in your summer home during the pandemic, the help they get on your nerves. They
do. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shalewa,
how are you?
What a bum deal you got. I don't know if the people, whoever these people are that are watching this, knows that we have an option to do some actual comedy, which is what we call ourselves, or chat with you, that we've all starving for conversation have decided to talk to you. So you got to stay
fine.
here.
I have written
stories about Pikachus or whatever the fuck Jim was talking about. But
yeah, no, it's great. It's fantastic. I have written exactly 2.5 jokes since Isolation Nation. So
what is the joke anymore?
I don't even know if they're funny.
Right? 2 words you just said that I don't even get anymore. Right and jokes. Like, what the fuck does that mean? What is that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's going on in New York? I'm in LA.
Right.
And wondering, will I ever come back to New York? What say you?
I would say you've got a car. If you have a car,
live in my car.
If you have a car, just stay out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's refreshing because everybody else is like, no, if you leave, you're not a real. I'm like, I wasn't a real New Yorker in the first place.
Look, I say that as a real New Yorker. If you somewhere else. I mean,
it just makes sense that we all move there for things to be open and things to do 24/7. And if that doesn't exist,
if that's not there, what are we doing?
Like be impact against other people, I guess. That's your thing.
So if you're somewhere and you've got a car to get around in, just stay there, I think.
It sucks.
Yeah. Huh?
How are you hanging in?
Oh, I'm fine. I have a day job, so I'm doing that. I'm doing that poorly.
Same.
and
I'm on
this
time right now. I hope they're not watching.
Yeah. So,
but not. You know what I mean? That's how.
Right. But yeah. No, I'm doing great. I'm here with a roommate who actually is a good friend. So. We're very good about giving each other space. We usually have alternating hours. I seem to have become a sun up to sundown person. I did not mean for that to happen.
You waking up early and going to sleep late.
Yeah, waking up early and going to sleep. To me, early. There have been a few times where I'm like, "Ooh, I gotta lay it down." What time is it? 9:30. Whoo!
I mean,
what is that?
Might as well. What are you staying awake for?
Yeah, I'm like, well, there's no need to be up.
I was doing that, all night thing, and then I was like, why am I awake?
Yeah,
it's of course a little stress and insomnia, but after a while, you're like, why am I awake? Just go ahead and go somewhere. And
I have
figured out your dreams.
I figured out that between 3 and 5:45 is when my anxiety and panic and crazy feelings really ramp up, and so that's when I'm in the morning, like 3 a.m. to 5:45 a.m. is when I go nuts.
Isn't that the witching hour, as they say?
Yeah. Oh yeah, them witches are serious.
Yeah. I mean, every time I wake up in the middle of the night thinking I've heard something, it's 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Like, so apparently they out here.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to
I
be
wouldn't
as
feel bad
knocked
about
out
it.
as possible.
But it's probably ramped up now that we're all fucking anxious. I was previously a pothead, but I am on fucking
all the stuff.
like I'm a connoisseur. I was just telling my friends yesterday, like, oh, no, this is what you want this type of strain. Like, I know everything. I'm like, oh, that's too high of a level of THC. I'm just like, who the fuck am I? So I am opening in a dispensary. No, I'm joking. Janelle Joints is what I'm doing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And that's my next career now that comedy's over.
Yeah, it's pretty much done. It's done. It was a good run.
Have you felt like people who are somewhat gleeful? I've had people being somewhat gleeful to me now that they think the comedy's over. Perhaps people who had not chased their dreams before and are glad.
Oh no.
Are glad to think that maybe I'll be working in an office soon or something like that.
Right. No. Well, I don't think so. If so, I
just know meaner people than you.
I probably ignore them before they really get a chance to like do that kind of thing. I'm doing a lot of gut, like I'm trusting my gut more. Because I'm like, oh, wow, a lot of you are optional. So many of you are optional.
I mean, that's what quarantine kind of teaches you too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't really need to, I don't need stuff or people.
Right, yeah, nope, I don't need any of this. So, yeah, a lot of unanswered emails that I swear I'll get to as soon as possible.
Have you had the X's? That's been nice.
No, I haven't. And that's a relief. There's only one that I could think of that would actually maybe try to go out of his way to find me. But I'm a cut it off person.
I mean, I previously was too, but quarantine. I mean, dudes I dated in 1999 are writing me like long ass emails. I'm like, wow, everyone is lonely.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to ramp up in the next month because I just read that Venus is in retrograde.
Oh boy!
And Venus is the planet in charge of love and relationships.
And I'm a Libra. No, I'm joking, but I'm joking about that. But I've heard.
But yeah, so that means that just really makes people just having like a back down memory lane type moment.
I'm glad I got it all out the way week 1 because all them niggas was in my phone for so whatever reason. No one that I wanted to hear from, but I'm glad I got them out the way. Everyone that I even entertained with a high back was a big regret, and it's just so funny how fast you remember why things didn't work out. Like, right. It's been 15 years, and I am in a quarantine by myself, and I still don't want to talk to you. How?
Right? Yeah, I think. For me, it's going to be a lot of dudes. I usually do well on a repeat. Like they didn't peep me first time around. And so I'm like, okay, fine, I'm out. And then they go back through and they're like, oh, so it's like a repeeping. And that's usually when I get
repeeping.
So I predict a lot of repeat like mentions in that sliding into the DMs.
I've had a lot of,
I always meant to, and I'm like, wow.
Here's my favorite. The people that have been following you for 10 years, but now they try to act like they just found you. Like, no, you've been in the cut without a profile picture for 10 years, dude. I know.
Yeah. I'm good with names.
You're asking me things you would not know unless you've been following me forever. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Little drama in the quarantine is okay. Nothing to think about. I've ruined many friendships, all my male friends. I've ruined them all, being inappropriate and then quickly drawing back. That's my thing. And, it's been nice.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I haven't done anything like it, and I feel like I should. But then again, I was like,
drama, bitch. I'm bored as fuck. I'm like, I don't know if you saw, I posted my first thirst trap. It was so disappointing. Like, I've trained my male followers so well. Nobody was disrespectful. I'm like, I'm asking for dick. Send me a ticket.
That's the problem. I have definitely thrown a couple of traps out there, and all I get is like empowered. Yeah, good for you.
Like,
and
I'm doing
like,
some
hey,
fucking body
man,
positivity post. Like, get the
this
fuck.
is not. Yeah, this is. I'm trolling for dick. Please.
Oh, that was, disappointing.
Yeah. So I'm still like, I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, again, I'm thinking about it because Venus is in retrograde, so I'm ready to make mistakes.
I had on a bra from Walgreens. That's what I realized. Maybe it did.
Yeah, so maybe that's why.
It come off like a thirst trap because I'm forgetting there's other people who are doing whole booty holes. And here I go. Of course it looks like I'm like, doing a weight loss before picture. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm literally just trying to move the bra around so you don't see the Old Navy on it.
By the way, anybody watching Walgreens, if you got big titties, Walgreens got the best sports bras. I'm telling you. I don't know why. I must have been traveling and was just like, let me get a little lay around.
Really? I'm marking that down right now. Actually.
I'm telling you. When you don't want a whole underwire action happening or like uniboob, Walgreens.
Okay. All right. That's good.
I told you I got a Walgreens sponsorship while I was in quarantine. So Walgreens. No.
Oh my God.
No, I wish. I wish.
Well,
anyway.
It was so good to talk to you, Janelle.
Good to talk to you and see you as well.
Yeah. And I'm very proud of us
again in this lifetime.
Yeah, we need to speak again. I'm proud of us for not going too deep or too hard in the way that we can do in our conversations.
About that?
Because we definitely can be much messier.
I just needed 2 more pulls on this joint. Now it'd have been
I know, that's right. It would have been a wrap.
Unfortunately, I gotta go. So thank you guys.
It's good to see you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. That was Janelle James, everyone. Oh man. Yeah, y'all really were like 2 clicks away from some real key situations. Oh man. Okay. So I'm gonna bring up my next comic. And I didn't know that she was on the show today, and we've already had a conversation this morning about hot topics and whatnot. And I'm looking forward to actually looking at her face. Although I look at her face all the time, she is one of my favorite Instagram people. She is fantastic on it. She knows what she's doing. Please welcome to the stage the very funny Xazmin Garza. Hey.
What up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
New glasses?
Huh?
Are those new glasses?
They are part of a rotating new.
Got it.
Yeah, I luckily got like 3 or 4 pair real cheap just before all this went down.
Oh.
Which means nothing because who.
Oh. Woo! I don't know why that's luckily.
Yeah.
How
are you?
Talk today.
Huh?
We did already talk today.
We did talk. We talked about the most important story out there.
Yeah. What's her name? Amy Cooper?
Amy Cooper, yes.
Amy Cooper. Yep. Our girl, Amy.
Our girl is out there harassing birders. That's how you know she wanted a fight.
For sure. They keep referring to him as the black bird watcher.
The lone.
And you just picture him like, and they had the picture of him with the binoculars.
The whole thing. They're really hammering it home that he was there to watch birds. And we're like, yeah.
He's never going to shake the bird watching thing. Oh,
no,
damn.
But I feel like that's fine with him.
Oh, yeah, right.
I feel like he's like, I'm fine being known as a birder.
He was dropping bird vernacular in interviews.
He really did. I was like, oh, he's serious. Yeah, I didn't know that there was an Atlantic bird freeway or whatever it was.
Yeah, I was like, oh, damn, he's not fucking around. He really was just watching birds.
Yeah. And then he turned out to be attractive. And so who knew?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew there were cute birders? Who's looking at him? Who's looking at a birder?
Dude, he's looking at the birds. I'm looking at him.
Right. I'm gonna have to start checking them out.
Yeah. Oh
But
God, crazy. The way that the news cycle, how quickly things turn around. Like we woke up this morning about this bitch saying, she's gonna call 911 and tell them an African-American man is threatening my life. So we're all like, oh, this fucking bitch, bring her down. Not even the end of the night. It's like, homegirl's fired. Her dog got taken away. Like,
she's banned from, I think she's banned from Central Park.
Central Park for life. Oh, it's nuts, man.
Hey, man, don't start no mess during a quarantine. We ain't got nothing but time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she had money too. If Central Park is the park she's taken, that's her dog park.
I know.
That bitch had money. Money. I don't know. I think she
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, tough break on her.
Yeah, sorry, Amy.
Oh my goodness.
Next
how are you doing? How are you doing out there?
Man,
how are things for you?
It's every day's different, for real.
Yeah.
I want to like someone like newly in AA or something, but like for real, every day is different, man.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's great. I feel good. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do some content. God, kill me for saying those fucking words. And then other days I'm just like can't get out of bed. So I don't know. Fine.
Yeah. That's about right. I feel like that's everyone's experience right now.
Yeah. What you said about doing your job poorly, oh fuck, man, that's how I feel. Because I'm still lucky enough to have my day job, but I'm like, why does my regular job seem so hard right now? It's so hard to do it. I have nothing but time, but it's like, damn, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. It's weird. And my job is like, basically, I'm an office manager. So I do grunt work, but it is like exclusive to the office itself. So with us not being there, I'm like, how do I do remote grunt work? Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, it's like
same thing, because we went through a round of layoffs, a big old layoff, man. So I'm super lucky to have my job still,
Yeah.
And, our office manager stayed, and I was like, what the fuck is she managing? Like, what is going on?
I know. I'm just like, all right, I guess I got my email open. Y'all text me if you need something.
Yeah.
I'll just check on you and make sure you had coffee. I don't know, like I don't know exactly what to do, but then I forget that there are things that they just don't like. There's like, you know what? I need a thing. Can you give me that thing?
For sure. There always is. I mean,
and I'm like, yeah. I guess I gotta rely on you not knowing how to get that thing for yourself. So
dude, I had to go to Manhattan today. I had to go to the dentist, and I was on the subway for the first time. It was nuts, man. It was so crazy to be on this thing that everyone hates the fucking subway. I just hate it, and I got back on there and remembered how much I hated it. It's so weird to want something back that you hate so bad.
Yeah. I remember that, dude.
Exactly. I was like, the only time I've experienced this is with a relationship, Like, oh, you abusive motherfucker. New York, the abusive boyfriend, not the unhealthy relationship.
It's a very unhealthy relationship.
Yeah.
It's very unhealthy. Was it packed? Was the train packed?
On the way to Manhattan, very few people, very light. Okay. On the way back, which was like during rush hour, a lot more people, but everyone had a seat.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I
don't know, man. I can't call it. I'm like, I guess I'm here now. This is where I have a job. So
exactly.
I guess this is my home.
Yeah, Janelle was talking about, do you have anyone in your life who's like happy that comedy's gone? You know who I feel is who I just sense and getting the vibes from, that they feel happy that comedy is gone?
Who?
Shitty comics.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's like this, why would anyone stay in New York? Oh, why are you staying? I mean, who's gonna stay? And it's like, you want everyone to leave and you want it to be done so you can be like, that's the reason it didn't work.
Yeah.
There's a point to, like, I think I don't have anyone personally in my life who's like, but that's who I kind of feel that vibe from.
Yeah, I think that's the case. There are a lot of people who were at a particular level, and all the levels are fine, everybody. But that are for sure just being oddly nitpicky about various elements of comedy that I'm just like, hey man, I'm just trying to make sure I don't touch or breathe anything.
Yeah.
So I mean, sure, but also I got high blood pressure. I'm not really.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's that thing where I'm like, I'm seeing all these like young people do whatever, and I'm like, maybe I'm invincible. And then my body's like, and how old are you again? And I'm like, word, you right. I'm a little closer to the,
No shit. Right. You know what? Okay, so one of my content ideas was I was gonna like remake some of those classic Rosie Perez Soul Train videos.
Yes. Yeah.
I may do it and everything. Woo! Talk about finding out how old you are. Shit. Oh, my body was like, never mind. I was just like, oh Lord. If anything, it would be funny to post the video of me trying to do it. And that was not the point.
Right. No, it's not a try. It's that, oh no, I can do that. Yeah. I was listening to, what was it? Oh, I think it was one of the Verses that comes on every weekend where they have two people playing their own hits, right. Battling. Yeah. So on Saturday, it was like the dance hall one. And I was just like, ooh, yeah, okay, I wound my hips 2 times and I went around for the third and my hips were like, what are you doing? There's not even anyone here to see this.
Yeah.
Sit down. And I was like, you right. You absolutely right.
Oh God, it's pain. It's more emotionally painful.
It is, because I was like, but I was in the club like 4 times a week. Right. And you were like, when was that?
Oh yeah, you never got tired.
Never got tired. Yeah, no one thinks about us former club people who still feel it in our hearts.
Oh God, I was a top. Funny, dude. I was hitting all of them.
Yeah.
They're on the dance floor. The DJ knew me. The guy at the door knew me. The bartender knew me,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a club in Atlanta that I, when I turned 30, I married my vibrator in it. You know what? Oh, it looks like we're out of time.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you're gonna end every one of them. You get to like that point.
Like, whoop, okay, I think that shot of whiskey just kicked in. So, but yo, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you. That went by so fast because I love talking to you. So.
Yeah, I love talking to you too. It's so good to see you.
Take care, girl.
You too.
All right.
That was Xazmin Garza, everybody. So we've got one more comic for you, and this should be a blast because this fella's always a blast. But I do want to take a moment to thank you all for tuning in with us. We really do appreciate it. Ice cream truck is gone. So if you guys can make it to Bushwick in Brooklyn, I have a lot of ice cream sandwiches that my cat just went out and picked up for me. I hope you don't mind paw prints. Please welcome to the Zoom stage, your final comic of the evening, Brooks Wheelan, everyone.
Yay!
Yay!
What's going on, Shalewa?
How you doing, Brooks?
I'm good. I'm excited for those ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, my cat really put her foot in them.
What's your go-to ice cream treat?
Well, I have the lactose. Me and lactose don't see eye to eye.
I got you. I know exactly what you should get then. The Ninja Turtle ones with the gumball eyes. There's no chocolate in there.
Really?
Yeah, they're just, it's
Okay.
like sugar. It's great.
Okay, well, if it's just sugar, then that's really
you
all.
get to eat the eyes.
That's all I'm looking for.
Eyes, perfect. Dream.
What about you? What's your go-to ice cream?
Ninja Turtles with the gumball eyes. Exactly what I did. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
How you
Also,
doing?
I was thinking about calling it quits for the day after this show. And then I saw that in New York it's still light out, and I'm like, oh my God. Because I'm like this 3 hours ahead. I have so much day left. This was all I had.
Yeah, it's not even like dinner time for you.
No, this is insane. Using the quarantine to wear shirts I would feel lame wearing in public. It's nice.
That is nice.
I could wear this out, but in, yeah.
Do you actually like Led Zeppelin, or did you just?
I do, but like I don't wear band T-shirts. I'm a 33-year-old adult man.
Wait, I thought that's when you really, I think at 33 is when you really make that decision. Like, am I going to be the band T-shirt guy?
No, I think the last time I wore this out, I literally had long hair and a bandana to keep it in check. And that I felt like added up. You could do it then, but that's been 13 years.
Okay, sure. Yeah, not now. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm just fucking chilling. I tried to look up what retrograde means because you guys were talking about it.
Right.
And, it's stupid because like I'm like I want to know what does that mean? And I typed in, it's like, don't cut your hair this year. I'm like, no, what the fuck what is the word retrograde? And I had to type in scientifically, and it means it goes backwards.
Right. So it's basically whenever look, I think astrology is a cool party trick, right?
Yeah. It's like magic. Yeah, it's fun if you know about it. You can it's great.
Yeah. So I'm not as deep as others, but I still find it interesting. Basically, when planets go in the retrograde, it seems like they're moving backwards. So
yeah, it's because the orbits are different.
Yeah. So it's like when there are two trains moving in the same direction.
Right.
One goes
back.
Yeah, one looks like it's moving. That's basically what it looks like, but it's still moving forward. But
and also during the last one, I was with Xazmin, I was looked up that bird watching shit. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
The lady, I looked her up. She lost her job. She was vice president of a company.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah. All because she didn't want to put her leash back on her dog.
Oh, and also she's racist.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Yeah.
I mean, she was racist and still got that position. So
yeah, that's probably why she got that position. And they were like,
yeah. So that probably wasn't the part that upset him. But I mean, she did kind of choke out that dog on the video.
Oh, he did?
No, she did by holding on to it, but refusing to put a leash on and still trying to demand that guy to, get her phone out and call the cops on him.
I didn't watch the video. I was listening to this great show. I was just
yeah, the video is, that's basically it. So she just has her dog, she's holding on to it, and then at some point she finally lets the dog go, and the dog's like, finally I can breathe. And then she puts the leash on.
I never need to see these videos. I'm like,
no,
it's gonna bum me out. I'm like, okay, she's awful. I don't want to watch her be awful.
Yeah. That's I allow myself to watch one of those like a month. And so she was for May.
Yeah. Yeah, she's for she's your Venus. What is it? Is it Venus in retrograde?
Venus in retrograde right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one.
Well, thanks for interviewing all of us. I tried to do one of these where I did real stand-up, and I thought about quitting real comedy. I hated that. I really hated that.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, because I'm just like, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? And then no one says anything. I'm like, I hope that's good. Okay.
It is what I assume talking to a therapist is like.
No, they'll give you, a therapist will say you should stop drinking.
Okay. All right. Okay. I just thought they sat there silently. But...
No, they tell you to go to AA a lot.
No matter what.
They go, this seems to be a root to all of these problems. Not that I've ever been told or gone.
No, sure. No, that's all.
One time I had a therapist say, I can't work with you anymore.
Really?
She had to send me to somebody else. She goes, I can't do this. This is too much.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then that's when I was like, you know what? I think I'm fixed. And I didn't go to the other one.
Yeah. How does that make you feel? Are you happy that you broke one, or are you sad that?
Oh no, she was right. Yeah, she was like, don't do that. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. I think it'll work out. And she was like, I'm not gonna talk to you if you do that. I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then yeah, it didn't work out. I decided to redate my ex-fiance, and she was like, I won't see you if you do that. And I was like, this is a great idea.
Okay, so she was right to draw that line.
Yeah. No, she nailed it.
So by not helping you, she actually helped you.
Yeah, exactly. And also I said, I'm gonna start wearing the Zeppelin shirt out. And she goes, I won't see you. I won't let you in here if you wear that Led Zeppelin. I can't have Led Zeppelin guys coming into this office.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Yes.
Yeah, that sends a message.
I also just realized my girlfriend has this photo that she keeps placing around my apartment of her cousin, and she keeps like covering my stuff with it, and I don't notice it until I'm halfway through a Zoom comedy show.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, she keeps putting it up there. She just hides it all over this place.
I'm from Atlanta, and so when I lived in a house with like 4 other people in Atlanta, and I call it the Fight Club house.
Yeah.
But it was a big Victorian house on a corner lot. And when we first moved in, it was in a part of town that was nowhere near being gentrified yet. Mm-hmm. Someone had left for us lovingly a Lil' Kim poster. And this was like the late 90s. So this was like prime Lil' Kim.
Yeah, the butt one, right?
Huh?
The butt one?
Well, it's the one where she's like squatting down with her legs open.
Yeah, that's the butt one.
Yeah, that's the butt one. So it was a poster of that they hung on our fence, but they hung it on the inside of the fence, so it faced our house. Mm-hmm. And so we brought it in, and we just took the time to hide it in each other's bedrooms.
Oh, that's fun. That's nice.
So just like a great one is under the covers of whichever roommate makes their bed, just take the bed apart, put it in there, remake the bed.
That's much nicer than what I did to my roommates. When one of my roommates made me mad one time, so I smoked a pack of cigarettes in his closet.
Oh my God.
It ruined his closet. He was like, this is unnecessary. I go, well, you were a jerk last night.
No.
Yeah, I was in the wrong.
Yeah,
that's when I was wearing this shirt a lot.
Yeah, I feel like that shirt definitely made that decision.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you can tell me what this sandwich shop is. My favorite sandwich shop I've ever been to is in Atlanta. It's right around Georgia Tech. And it's really good. It was like an independent guy, but I think there's a couple around Atlanta. I had a delicious sandwich there. I told someone else I had a delicious sandwich there, and they go, oh, I found a Band-Aid in a sandwich one time there.
Oh my God.
And I was like, well, I did it and I loved it. Why'd you just ruin my sandwich?
What kind of sandwich was it?
I love this. I love the seafood sensation. You ever have that? It's discontinued from Subway. It's delicious. It's just like artificial crab and mayonnaise. And
that sounds great.
Aren't doing this anymore. But I'll tell you where it still exists, Australia. So when I go to Australia, instead of eating anything, I fucking go to town on Subway seafood sensations. It's
gross.
Great.
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah, I ate at Subway like 6 times last time I was in Australia.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wait, is Australia known for good food, or were you actually
probably known for something different than Subway?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, but what they have going for them is like Vegemite.
Oh yeah, I took a big scoop of that. That was not
okay. So then you probably did the right thing by sticking with Subway.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was, yeah, the food's fine. A lot of oysters, which are cool.
Well, they are surrounded by water.
Yeah.
I don't know what the sandwich, I'm trying to think of a sandwich place that's by Tech that is also in other places.
I don't know. It was really, I'll just have to go. I'll have to like Mr. Magoo my way back to it someday.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm sure there's some, it's got to still be there. Or maybe
Yeah,
not.
I'll open each store. I'll be like, you guys put Band-Aids in sandwiches?
No, yeah, come on in.
Yeah, I want to go that way.
Yeah, what do you want, a foot long? We got you.
Exactly.
Oh,
but yeah, just chill. I'm gonna ride my bike here in a second to this place called Bat Point I'm into, where me and my friend Nick Rutherford sit outside and watch bats.
Now, do you think that's fine? I feel like it was the support of bats that got us in this whole thing to begin with.
We do eat them. I leave out normally unless somebody goes, do you eat the bats? And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I don't tell that normally.
Right. Is it like in Austin where the bats just kind of?
No, I think honestly we saw bats there once, and then we just decided let's meet there and then drink beer, and if we see a bat, meet
More. Sure.
It's called Bat Point.
Okay, I had a bat once. I was walking my dog, and a bat kind of like buzzed my tower, basically, like came around, and I was just like, man, these birds is tripping, because it was like 2 in the morning. And then like the next morning I was like, oh, that wasn't a bird. There was no bird out. I had a
bat shit in my mouth one time. That really happened.
Well,
I was looking, not like, come on, bat, shit.
Yeah. You didn't pay extra for that or anything.
It was in Iowa, and I was like, there's these bats all over the Maquoketa River, and I was looking up like fucking starstruck. I couldn't believe it. I loved them, and just fucking boom, and I was just like, you know, like, what do I do?
Yeah, that's a taste. That's an experience.
It was fucking wild, man. It was really wild. I forgot about that until just now.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, for the love of God, just, I don't know, gargle. Just.
Yeah, no, I feel like this was when I was like 6 or 7. I probably, if I
you've got
I'd find out by now.
Yeah. If you didn't turn into a bat, then I guess.
Oh, that would have been great.
Actually, I'm kind of sorry that didn't happen for you.
Did you ever watch this show, Eureka's Castle?
No.
There was this bat in it named Bat Batley. And I always thought, even as like a 5-year-old, I was like, this is lazy writing. As a kid, I was like, Bat Batley? We gotta work on that. We gotta workshop this.
Yeah, they underestimate kids. Kids know when something is being phoned in.
Exactly. Well, I don't have a closer.
That's all right.
I don't know what those are anymore.
No one knows. But thanks so much for coming on.
I have a joke about how I want to be a Nazi hunter, but only now. About all I got.
Okay. Well, thanks for.
I want to hunt Nazis, like real World War II Nazis, but in 2020. I feel like I could go down there and really wail on some old men.
Yeah, you go down to Brazil or wherever they are.
Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil, very Nazi sympathetic. Yeah, they are.
No, they are. They absolutely are.
They hit a bunch of them. They're like, come on over. You got money? Get over here. Trash countries.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So now we're gonna now Brooke, he's telling too much of the truth. So we're gonna him off of the show. Everybody.
I get it. Yeah. We got to get out of here. But all we got to say is, no matter what, support The Office. He won fair. Thank you very much.
That's Brooks Wheelan, everybody. And that's been our show. That's been this week's Whiplash. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to Littlefield for helping us throw this little shindig. And thanks to all of the comics who have come on and yammered on and on with me. I truly appreciate it. It's a bright spot of my week. I hope it's a bright spot for you. And we'll be here again next Tuesday, 7-ish. Let's do it. Thanks, everyone. Have a good week.